Hey, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Guitar. Today we're going to talk about a song called PYT. It sounds a little bit intimidating when you first listen to it, but I'm going to break it down to the simplest terms possible. I'm going to show you some compound chords. Really fun song to play. If you got a dance band, everybody loves a little PYT. So without any further ado, here we go. Okay, so let's start with the intro of the song. My band plays it down a full step. The original recording is up a full step from what I'm doing it in. It just makes it so much easier on the singers. So let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to play a couple of little notes here. I got my 2 finger on the G string at the 4th fret. My 1 finger is on the D of the B string on the 3rd fret. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting my pinky and my 3 finger together, and we're going to start with a little double stop. And that's on the 5th fret, G and B string, and it starts with. So all I'm doing is lifting up these 2 fingers to catch these 2 chords here, or these 2 notes on the G and B string, 4th and 3, 4 on the G, 3 on the B, and I'm just lifting those up. And I do a little harmonic. And then we go to the second part, which starts with your 3 finger on the D string at the 7th fret. And we're going to go back and forth in this. It's kind of in a little, if you think of this as a little minor pentatonic thing right here. So all I'm doing is, the notes of these 3 notes, I'm using on the D string, I'm playing the 5 and 7, 7 here. And then on the G string 5th, back to the 7 on the D. Okay, now when we move into the verse, what I do is I play a little bit more than what might be on the record just to kind of fill it up for the band. So what I play is I just kind of play that same rhythm, but I funkify it a little bit. And so what I end up playing is just where it starts, where did you come from, baby? When we get into that, I'm just going to be playing. And you might feel out something in there that sounds a little better for you. Keep in mind, this is just the way that I play it. It sounds actually really good and full. It's fun, it's funky. It doesn't distract from the song. Never distract from when the vocalists are going. After that part, when we move into the transition through the verse, you're going to go up to F major 7, which is just F with your 1, with your 3 finger on the 10th fret on the D string, your 2 finger on the G string at the 9th fret, and your pinky up on the 10th fret on the B string. That's an F major 7. Don't you know now? Right? And then we're going to go to what's a compound chord, which is a D major, but we're going to put an E in the bass. So all you're doing is barring on the 7th fret, E, on the D string, back to A, then we got a D note here, up to an F sharp. So it's going to sound like, and then to an E major bar chord. Then we're going to move that same compound chord up to the 12th fret, and this is a G major with an A in the bass. So it's the same thing. So all together it sounds like. And that's an A major at the end bar chord. Just a standard old bar chord. Then it goes back to F major 7. Same thing with the E over D to E major. Now here we're going to have a B flat with a C in the bass. Now this chord is a little bit tricky. This one stumped me for a while, just being able to fall into this chord. But that is a B flat with a C in the bass. Don't be afraid of those compound chords. And then we're going to go up to the Hendrix chord on A. 1 wanna take it to the mat. And that's a A7 sharp 9. That's the Hendrix chord. So all together. So see, that time I used my thumb. I'm a big thumb dragger. I don't mind using my thumb if it makes it easier for you. Some people can fall into that chord nice. I don't fall into it as nice. So I got to cheat a little bit. I'll use my thumb and then to the sharp. And then it goes into I Want to Love You, the chorus part. I Want to Love You, PYT. And that's D minor and G major. The rhythm sounds like... And on that D minor part, that's what I'm hearing in there. You might hear a little something different. I don't hear so much the F, just the D minor and the G. And after you play that a couple of times, the transition out of the chorus is F major. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide the root F down to E. And then we're back to that compound chord up on 12, which is A over G with an A in the bass, and then to the A major. So if I go through that chorus again. And after that, on the first transition, you're going to do another compound chord, which is an F major with a G in the bass, to G major. And then you're back to another verse. Okay? Now, it's going to run through the same chorus again. And when you come out of the second chorus, you're going to go into the grizzly part, where we get into the distorted part. And what that does is it starts on E and it walks chromatically up to G. And then from G, it's 2 on G. Now I just play them as bar chords. So from the start, that's open E, chromatic, F, F sharp, G. What that little riff is just a double stop on 7 and 5, and that's the D and G strings. Barring there, barring there. And then it slides down. And that pretty young thing is G, 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 F sharp, E, and then G, G, A sharp, A. Goes through all that part. And then when it goes back to the ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, and then you're right back into that little transition where you play from F major, and you have that little slide down. Then we're back to the chorus again. So once again, coming into that dirty part. And they repeat that a bunch of times. If there's any of these parts that you don't quite understand, please email me or leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll reach out to you and explain it further if need be. I think for an intermediate player, even all the way to an advanced player that wants to add this song into their repertoire, pretty basic when you break it down like that. You can see the parts pretty clearly. Don't be afraid of those compound chords. They're not as bad as you think. They're intimidating to look at on paper, but when you see it actually played, it's not too bad. So, hey, let's play guitar. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please like and subscribe. My name is Mark Hume. Woohoo!